happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. They get it back. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's go with a three. That shot off. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Garuba. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Drills it from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They get the rebound to the right side. Here's Musa. Knocks it down from distance.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Puts it up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 5.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Uncovered. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Here's Musa. There's the 3. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Launches it. Garuba with a rebound. Here we go, 1-on-1. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Musa, good.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
The 3 is up. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Musa. He has 6. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Driving in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. A quick shot there. It's off target. Oh, hey! How about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down. Tipped. And he stays with it. Pass to Campazzo. There's a screen from Garuba. Garuba controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
4-3. The shot won't fall. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock to the paint. Here's Musa. 9 points in the game. Fires the 3. The 3. No luck on that one. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point range, no good. Would have counted had it gone. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. They're up by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Gets the three to fall.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And he buries his first look.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Here's Injai. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fires for three. Offensive rebound. And he dunks it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Azonia pulls it down. Ibaka with it. No points yet. And that one no good to start off the night. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here's Teodosic. To the left wing. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Fires in the triple.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Injai can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Connects from downtown.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Oh, it's stolen. Jacks up a 3. Hits a three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Out to the wing. Here's Azonia. Oh, he misses the dunk. Here's Teodosic. Here's the 3. And they get it back. Fires the 3. Injai grabs the miss.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Azonia from behind the arc. And no good. 1:46 left in the first half of this game. Here's the pick. Fires top of the key. Injai grabs the miss. It's a close game here in LA. Ibaka for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Nails it from 3. Launches a 3. The shot that time not on target.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Out to the right wing. Teodosic drains the triple. 55 seconds left in the half. Tries the spin move. Pass to Azonia. Takes the three. The rebound by Teodosic. Here's Nedovic. Still without a bucket. And that one good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of this one. Campazzo's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. The offensive rebound. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Here's Musa. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
They've been too.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Campazzo. Shot from the low post is good. Campazzo's got 5 now. Tipped. Here we go. Here's Musa. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 11 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly. And Musa pulls it down. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Beyond the arc. Hits a 3-pointer.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Campazzo's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point range. No coverage that time.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And Campazzo pulls it down. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
The 3 ball. He buries it from 3.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Down low. Right wing. And the layup is good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Musa. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And the 3 off target.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
On target from range. Garuba's got his third basket on the night right there.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
To the wing, right side. Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
It's good. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Offline from the top of the key.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Musa. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He's got 13.
And their field goal percentage is finally creeping up after a tough first half. Really trying to hold on tight to this lead.
From deep. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Campazzo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. For 3. And Campazzo pulls it down. Here's Musa. He's got 13. Out to the right wing. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. They get it back. Three-pointer. Beater. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Ibaka, the pass to Njai. From outside the arc. The putback. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Up and in on the layup.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And he drives in. Pass to Ibaka. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. Ibaka's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The 3. Drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Njai, shot is good.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Ibaka for 3. Can't hit that one. Ibaka's gone just 1 of 6 shooting so far. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
This one for three. Sure, from three-point range. Ibaka's got 6 here in the quarter.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Teodosic. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
I'm not quite ready to go there yet, but it certainly sounds like the crowd is with you on that idea.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And Campazzo missing. Campazzo's gone just 2 of 7 from distance. Here's Hezonja. From the arc. To the wing on the left. Pass to Campazzo. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Good on the shot.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
1:19 left to play in the fourth. Hits the trifecta.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
There's a screen. Teodosic. And he gets it to go.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter here.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Money from deep. 40 seconds left in the final quarter. They set a pick. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up. It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
The drive by Campazzo. Back to Garuba to take the lead. To win the game! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.
Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Jones in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nailed from three-point land.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. From 15 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2. Ntilikina's got 5.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers.
Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Jones. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Ntilikina. Screen by Jones. Ntilikina kicks to Jones. Lets it go from the wing. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Takes the 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Misses the 3. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. And Cannon gets it to go. Intercepted. Got a piece of it. To the left wing. Wide open look. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Bunga. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Bunga. Shot clock at 6. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And Jones with the stuff.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cannon from long range. It's good from long range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. Nothing on the board.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Over to the left wing. Off target from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones sets the pick for Jones. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. And the basket is good. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
They've got Pokuševski, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. And here they come. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Davies. Pass to Lundberg. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davies has got his first points in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Dos Santos bangs home the trifecta.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Here's Lundberg. Pass to Washington. From downtown, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The putback, rebounded by Boy. Here's Teodosic, still without a basket. Pass to Nedovic. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Washington with it. Fires for three. Pakusevski with the bucket. Pakusevski's got 6.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
They set the screen. In the corner, Teodosic with it. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Washington. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Pass to Lundberg. And that one, good. Lundberg's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dos Santos. All 3 off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Teodosic, Kalinic, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam. So the wing on the left. There's the pick. Pass to Washington. 6 to shoot. Now Pokusevski. And they're running. Three-pointer. Teodosic, no good. Teodosic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Lundberg. There's 49 seconds left here in the second. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's Teodosic. The layup off target.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the middle. Pakusevski banked in off the glass. Pakusevski's got 8 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Yep, that one goes in there. The visitors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Lundberg. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Lundberg's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Dos Santos gets it to go from behind the arc.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from 3-point range.
It's stolen. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Bonga. Ball stolen. Pushing it up. They've got Jones. Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Plays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his second basket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It's picked off. Fires it up. Ntilikina kicks to Jones. Pass to Ntilikina. Now here's Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Jacks up a 3, cans it from downtown. 10 points for him.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
It's a close game here in L.A. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Kicks it out to Jones. Drains the 3-pointer.
Brian, 3 points.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Cannon nails both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Screen by Jones. Here's Bonga, and the shot is good. Bonga's got his second bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Bonga's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Count that one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Left side, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. No good with the layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Cannon looking over the floor. We've got 1:48 left in the third. On deep. Drills it from outside. He's got 5. Here's Bonga. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Cannon. There's a screen. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter of the game. off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. Pass to Ntilikina. No good on the three. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now, Pokuševski. 8 points for him. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Good on the second free throw.
Line for 3.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And he dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. They lead by 8. And time to step us. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
They've got Washington, and it's Pokuševski in at the 4 slot. Dos Santos. No good on the triple. Inside. Latre, stolen away. And they're moving it up. Kalinic. From outside, off the mark. And here we go. Pulls up on the wing. A shot missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Lundberg. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Kalinic. He's covered by Washington.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Lundberg shot's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Dos Santos, he's covered by Washington. That one good for 2. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Pokuševski, and the 3 off target. Here's the break. Dos Santos drains it from beyond the arc. 19 points in the game.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Comes up empty down low.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And that one's good. Teodosic.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Rebounded by Boy. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Kalinic. Boy kicks to Teodosic. Kalinic. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Nedovic, the pass to Boy. Pass to Teodosic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dos Santos. A rebound by Washington. Here's Lundberg. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Nedovic. Good on the triple.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Teodosic. Pass to Nedovic. This one for 3. No good on the shot. Unhindered, going all the way. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Away team ball.
No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Washington, and it's Ntilikina in at the shooting guard. Washington outside. Pass to Ntilikina. Fade away. It's picked off. And here comes the break. The shot. And no good. His first shot of the night. Missing. Here's Bonga. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Musa. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Ntilikina. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Bonga. And Musa pulls it down.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Garuba. Second shot opportunity. No good on the layup. Here's Bonga. From deep. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Musa. Jones grabs the board. For 3. Ntilikina misses. Here's Musa. From the arc. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Lets the 3 fly. Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 6 points.
Well, you can see Frank Ntilikina running the offense and growing with every opportunity.
Pass to Campazzo. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pass to Garuba to the inside. Here's Campazzo. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. And he hits the jump shot.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And it's Bonga missing. Bonga has gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Here's Garuba. Still no points. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The 3. They grab their own miss. No luck on that one. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. This one for 3. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
To the left side wing. The 3 from Washington. First shot won't go. The last few offensive possessions have been great for them.
Yeah, they really do have a nice thing going right now at both ends. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Bonga gets the bucket.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Pass to Campazzo. Three-pointer. That one no good. Fires from way outside. Unable to get that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. They lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the point.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
Picked by Pokashevsky. Jones misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Hazonia. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Hazonia. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires it. And he drains the quick shot. He's got 5. Ibaka against Jones. Ibaka's shot is off.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Jones. Inja grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Hazonia. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Inja. The 3-ball. Knocks down the triple. Inja has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. He drops it from range.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
There's the drive, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now here's Ibaka. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 3. And there's a pick. Takes the 3. That shot off. Jones from outside. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Lundberg. Pulls it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Here's Njai. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. From about 16, Pokusevski the miss. And they're running. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Hezonja. He's got 7. Here's the 3. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Lundberg from behind the arc. Right wing. Second chance shot. Pokusevski. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, this is the aggressiveness this coaching staff has got to be thrilled to see from Pokusevski. You're a 7-footer. You've got all the offensive skills. Make sure you're contributing on the glass.
There's the 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Offline with a 3. Njai's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Jones from outside. Counted from distance. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And they get it back. To the middle. That'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we finished off 1 half of play. Up 9. And we'll be back with you shortly.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
Okay, now we've got some time. Appreciate you joining.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Ntilikina. No points so far. No good from outside.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
We've got Washington, and it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Back to Garuba. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Ntilikina. Pass to Bonga. Knocks it down from distance.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. From deep three-point land, that shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 14 points for the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
The 3 from Washington. No good on the shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Musa. The 3-pointer off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the 3-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Kept alive. Pass to Garuba. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. He has 6.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Ntilikina misses.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Jones sets a screen. The 3 from Washington. And no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. The three. Offensive board. Here's Garuba. Connects from downtown. Garuba's got 6 points in the quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Musa. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Here's Garuba. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Oh, deflected. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. The three from Washington. Garuba with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Back to Campazzo. They set the screen. The three is up. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Ntilikina. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Ntilikina's got his first 3 points of the game. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Musa. The three is up. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Here's Musa. He has 7. The rebound by Bonga.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The long-distance 3 is buried. 5 points in the game. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Here's Garuba. He's got 9. Sends it home from 3-point land. Garuba's got 9 points now in the second half. Now here's Washington. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 17. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
Sinks it from distance.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The deep 3. Ibaka's shot is off.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Inja. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Three-pointer off the mark. Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Screen by Ibaka. Launches a three. Pass to Azonia. Launches it. Here's Inja. Jacks up a three. Drops in the three.
They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chance points.
Here's Lundberg. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Launches it from deep. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 11 rebounds in the game. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
Now Jones. Fires away from way outside. Inja grabs the miss. Inja's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Azonia. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. No good from the wing. Puts up a deep three. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
There's a screen from downtown. Buries it from 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
From deep. And Lundberg gets it to go. Lundberg's got 6 in the quarter. Lundberg's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to Azonia. Fades away. That shot, no good. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Pokusevski. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go that time. Here's Campazzo. Here's Azonia. Off target with the 3. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Jones. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Azonia pulls it down.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Fires from way outside. It falls.
Oh, some staggering display of range here. I mean, that took some serious confidence.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Garuba. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Musa. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Lets the three fly. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Stolen. Here's Musa. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
To halt the run, knocks down the three ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Garuba. Drops in the tray.
Oh, Great ball movement there.
And there's the drive.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Huey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Cuts off the pass. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Cannon looking over the floor. Shot from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No one near him. And that's good for two. Huey's got his second bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Cannon for the three. Rebound by Tavares. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Here's Musa. No good with the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shoots the three, and he's good on the three ball. He has 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Count that bucket. Musa's got 5 now. Here's Cannon. Still yet to score. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Huey. Tavares passes to Garuba. Three-pointer. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Garuba's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Picked him clean. Fast break, here we go. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Clock at 6. There's the three. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And a miss there on the triple. Gets it off. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about...
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 8, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ibaka, wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
And it goes down 2 points. Teodosic has got his first bucket in this one.
Away team foul. First Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wasted no time on that one. Lasagna's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kalinic tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Lasagna. On Thursday, then on Sunday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Lets it go with the three. A rebound by Lasagna. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. To the inside, Kalinic uses both hands to slam it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The offensive rebound. High post to Ibaka. Launches it. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Dos Santos. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Njai. Connects from three-point range. Njai's got 6 points in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Bowling Boy. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Buries the long-range jumper.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Ibaka with the ball. Launches a three. Five to shoot. There's a good screen. And the three ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Lasagna's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Bowling Boy. Out to the right wing, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Ibaka with the ball. Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range. Ibaka's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the screen. Campazzo sinks the triple. Campazzo's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. They lead by 18. Time now for the halftime break. And the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
you got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq.
Taking a peek now. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Cannon, still scoreless. They've got Huey, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard. And Cannon gets it to go.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's Garuba. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now, and he sinks the second. And he nails the third. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 18. They've got Huey, and it's Garuba in at the four-man position. No good from the wing. Here we go, all alone. Here's Huey. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Garuba's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Cannon from long range. Fires away from outside. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's up a 3. He's off on that one.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Here's Musa. 5 points in the game. Campazzo, the pass to Musa. From outside the arc. Pass to Campazzo. The 3. Traps in the tray. Campazzo's got 9 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
There's a screen. Takes a 3. The shot, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
For 3. The shot, no good.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
31.
He's got 6. Got a piece of it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. The 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says, with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to steam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Campazzo. He's got 9. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Garuba. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
The 3 ball trains the three-pointer. 125 left in the third. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Substitution on the court.
1:03 left to play here in the third. Pass to Enja.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
And they pick up 2. He's got 10.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Hazonia kicks to Ibaka. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Cannon. And here they come. Here's Hazonia. They swipe it. And stolen by Hazonia. Now here is Ibaka. From past the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Ibaka's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. No one covers.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Fires the 3. Kept alive. Hazonia on the wing. Taken away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
From the arc. Rebounded by Bowling Boy.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kolinich. And it's off from 3-point range. Hazonia on the wing. Connects from 3-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Bowling Boy. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And here's the fast break. Here's Teodosic. That 3 off the mark. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Enja sinks the 3-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Teodosic has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Pass to Hazonia. Puts up a deep 3. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And Ibaka kicks to Hazonia.
Here's
the triple. And Nedovic pulls it down. Pass to Bone Boy. Dos Santos buries the long-range jumper.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And the three ball is good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lasagna, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Hezonja. Puts up a deep three. He doesn't hit that one. Hezonja's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Took him no time at all on that one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
4 on the shot clock. Fires from way out. Oh, he got it!
Wow!
It went in!
Did that just happen?
It went in!
Did that just happen? Wow!
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep three-point territory. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Welcome everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. That shot wide open.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
It's stolen. All alone on the break. Here's Bunga.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo. What a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. From about 16, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
And just over a minute played here to start the game.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
The visitors with the ball. It's a three-point game. He's guarded by Washington. Shoots. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. From outside the arc. The putback. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Nails it from three.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Over to the left wing. Here's Ntilikina. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bunga. Washington outside.
In return, the ball goes to the away team.
Lets it go. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
To the wing on the left. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Oh, and he nails it from the high post.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
.143 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Bunga. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
With the drive. And it's off from 3-point range. Ntilikina. Pass to Washington. Here's Ntilikina. Lets it go from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Can't connect from short range.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Way to go, Ntilikina, rising up that time, and it's 6-6. It makes it look easy.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Down low. To the wing, right side. The 3 ball. The shot misses. Up in time. Buried.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, I always prefer to get it right.
And we've reached the end. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Jones feels it out. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the center position, locking down the middle. They get the rebound. Jones, pass to Pokashevsky. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Now here's Jones. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Now Jones. No points yet. Pass to Pokashevsky. There's the triple. The shot, no good. For the 2-handed slam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Jones from outside. Drains the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A tight one here in New York City. Defended by Jones. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Doesn't go for him. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And B.A., that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point of the game. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Jones, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Nedovic. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's the 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Lundberg. Back to Jones. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
.136 left to play in the first half. Outside Jones. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That's good from Jones. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Pass to Pokashevsky. Going inside to the right side. Jones sets a screen. Here's Lundberg. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And the bucket is good. And here's Jones. 44 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Pokashevsky. Here's Lundberg. Picked by Pokashevsky. Clock at 4. Lundberg's shot is off. Defended by Jones. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Substitution on the court.
Washington outside. Pass to Ntilikina. Offline with a baseline jumper. No luck on that one. And the first half now in the books. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
At this point of the season, who would be your guys' picks for Rookie of the Year? Jet?
I'd have to go without new makeup on.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the home team. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
0. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Washington left side. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. From the high post. And he connects with a jumper. 5 points in the game. No good on the 3. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Washington. Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one. He's guarded by Washington. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
3 points.
Here's Washington.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half.
Oh, come on, get that, man.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. He's guarded by Washington. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Ntilikina. Six to shoot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Almost converts despite the contact.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
From deep. The shot that time not on target. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
The three is up. Knocks down the triple. He has six.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
2 minutes.
There's a screen.
2 minutes.
Lets the three fly. The offensive rebound. The three from Washington. Can't get it to drop. Washington's gone 2 of 5 tonight. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. And a nice finish on the layup.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Pass to Bonga. Beyond the arc. The shot no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Pure from three-point range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Washington's shot is good. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 11. There's the three. He can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, no good. From behind the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Pass to Ntilikina. Washington with the ball. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. Teodosic. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Three-pointer. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds in the game. From the arc. Here's Lundberg. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Here's Jones.
Get up to throw down.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, my. What a move on the baseline. Then the big-time finish there, B.A.
Incredible reverse. He had to go way up for that one. The 3. The rebound by Lundberg. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Lundberg's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Offensive rebound. Here's Teodosic. He buries it from 3.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Corner shot. And there it is for him.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Nedovic. It's deflected. In transition, here they come. Tips it.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Jones has gotten all 6 of his shots to drop. Perfect from the floor. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Takes the 3. Drills it from deep.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires away from way out. Did he?
Man.
Hits it. My! He did! Wow!
How did he do that?
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The deep 3. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
In transition from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Puts up a deep 3. Jones misses. Jones has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Fires from way outside. That one doesn't drop. For 3. That one is off. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From downtown, it doesn't go for him.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Here's Nedovich. And so the home crowd treated to a win, showing that they're the far superior team.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Huey, and it's Campazzo in at the 1. Here's Huey. to Musa. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Washington, that's good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Musa's got his second basket of the night.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattle.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Campazzo, the pass to Yui. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And here's the fast break. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. The three-pointer is right on target.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Garuba, the pass to Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Defensive foul.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's Ntilikina. And here is Washington. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Tavares. Here's Garuba. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Shoots the three. They get it back. Out to the wing. Launches it. Does not find the mark. He's made two and missed one now. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Musa passes to Yui. Pass to Musa. Fires from deep. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Ntilikina looking it over. Jones kicks to Washington. Lets it go. No good. That would have tied it.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Garuba. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Now, Washington, he's got 6. The game now all time. Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. This one for 3. And Jones pulls it down.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Tavares. Here's Garuba. No good on the triple.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Lets it go from deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Tavares has got 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And back in a moment as we'll get under. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They've got Pokusevski, and it's Davies in at center.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5. Here's Njai. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the 3 off target. Ibaka for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Here's Lundberg. No good with the wing jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Shot's good by Ibaka.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Azania. Fades and shoots. To the left wing. Here's Njai. Good on the triple. Njai's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
For the 3. Lundberg shot's good.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Jones. Here's the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ibaka for 3. And here comes the break. There's Davies. The tip in on the offensive rebound. 8 points for him.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Pass to Azania. From deep. Nailed from 3-point land. Azania's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
To the wing on the left. Here's Njai, defended by Pokuševski. Ibaka for three. Pushing it up. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. Pass to Azania. A fadeaway. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Now Ibaka. 24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Azania. Drills it from outside. Azania's got 9.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Takes a 3. No good on that one. That one doesn't go. That'll do it for the first half. Up 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
You take a look at the visitors. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the home team.
They're getting...
And that's all for us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Jones, Washington out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the small forward. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Ntilikina. Scoreless thus far. Takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. So it's the visitors now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Ibaka against Jones. Shots good by Ibaka. He's got 11.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Ntilikina, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. On Wednesday, and then on Sunday.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
From deep Washington. It's good on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Here's Musa. He has 6. Campazzo, the pass to Huey. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington. Just 5 on the clock, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 90 seconds now into the second half. Musa's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Garuba. No good there off the double clutch. Bunga. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Bunga's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Bunga's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Musa passes to Yui. Here's Campazzo. Offline with his 3. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Washington. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Bunga. Off target with his 3. Fast break, here they come. A nice shot by Campazzo.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Garuba the pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Oh, drew the foul, almost hit the 3-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3. And he's good on the first of 3.
Line for the away team.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
Taking 3 shots.
And he nails the 3rd.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The 3 ball. Rebound by Tabares. Tabares has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Garuba, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. Ntilikina with the rebound. Campazzo's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. From deep Washington. Offensive rebound. Here's Jones. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Huey. He's covered by Washington. Campazzo, the pass to Huey. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Musa's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Bunga gets the bucket. Bunga's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
A nice shot by Garuba.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Bunga, no good. Here's Garuba. He's got 6. Fader on the way. Bunga pulls it in. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Ntilikina. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Musa. He's got 9. Fires from way outside. Unable to get that one. From deep Washington.
Oh, he gets it before the hole.
How about that?
And a big-time 3 to cut it to single digits.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Azania. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. From past the arc, it's deflected. Here's the break. Here's Davies. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Azania. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Ibaka for three. And no good. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Knocks down the three ball.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Over to the left wing. Lots of room. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Defended by Jones. And now, here's Hazonia. Defense is right there. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Pulls it up. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. The three hits the three-point bomb.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. And now, here's Hazonia. He's guarded closely. From deep three-point land. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Several teams changing it up here. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Washington. Here's Pokusevski. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Azania. Here's Musa. Five on the clock. Launches a three. A shot. No good.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Tavares, and that one is stuffed right through.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And here's Washington outside. Musa grabs the miss. 36 seconds left in the game. To the paint. Here's Huey for three. It's good from long range.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
From deep three-point territory. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building.